Hey guys, Ningen here bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we are doing something a bit different just for a little bit of fun. This is something that I was chatting to my buddies George and Jake that were over here the other day when we recorded that awesome androids summoning video. We're basically talking about one of the reasons why people were so hyped for the legendary Goku event to come to global. Is obviously the same reason why a lot of people found it quite exciting on JP, is that those long structure events allow you to bring some of the units that we don't get to see the transformations for very often, and actually get to see them fully transformed, but not just see them, have more than like 1 or 2 turns to actually get to play around and use them. So with that in mind, we are of course using the transformation boost team. Let's not get a super with you. I need to get supers with Goku Black as much as possible to start building up his defense. And we are going to have a rotation of Gogeta and Goku Black. Of course Gogeta gets an additional. Unfortunately, I did Rainbow Gogeta and his ideal build is to give him 20 additional. So it's very possible that we'll see quite a few additional supers. But he didn't take him out, so that's all good. So yeah, obviously the transformation boost category, not a team that's ever really gotten much love on the channel, but that is mainly because I didn't have the STR Super Boo until this LR Cell banner. It was very generous to me with some of the Dokkan Fest exclusives that I didn't have. I didn't pull Cell, but I ended up getting 3 copies of the Super Boo when previously I didn't have them at all. And 2 copies of the Goku Black, who again previously I did not have any copies of. So despite not getting Cell, I'm quite happy with that. That gives me some better team options. Obviously it made it a lot easier to actually be able to get on and do the Time Travelers Future Super Battle Road. I always say that because I use a mostly Time Travelers team, but so yeah, this is the kind of team that you'll be able to run. Obviously not necessarily this team, because the Legendary Goku event is a lot harder. But I wanted to just put together a team of all the different people who have really cool transformations that you don't get to see until later on in the fight. And actually get to the point where our full team is transformed. And we're actually getting to use these units that we don't get to see too often. Obviously the LR fusions are quite high on people's list for using on events like this, because you know, actually getting those transformations and having your LR Super Vegito around for more than just 1 turn is obviously quite nice, but it's not something you see every day. But unfortunately the LR fusions are not really on a lot of teams with all the other units. And obviously Super Boo kind of counts because he has a couple of different transformations, even though we don't have a huge amount of control over them. But I wanted the full team to be transforming units, and it was a bit hard to get the LR fusions on the team and have it still work in the same way. There's probably another way to do it. I could have bought the new LR Gohan, but I knew we were going to take on the Super Warriors stage, and I wouldn't have had an android on the team, so then it seems kind of pointless to bring him on a team of transformation units and it be impossible circumstances for him to actually transform. So unfortunately we didn't get our rotations set up the way I wanted either, because what would have been ideal is if we'd actually started with Goku and Vegeta on the same rotation, because then they would have been able to transform up through the forms together and get to God and like Blue at the same time, which would have been pretty awesome. But let's go ahead and do this. So, oh wow, didn't think it was going to drop that way, so I screwed Vegeta out of a super attack. Wonderful. Well, we can actually get one with Buhan though, so I guess we'll take that. Broly going to get super attacked. How much is this going to do? Tri-beam on full power Broly. Yeah, 120k. I guess that's not terrible. The team has what? Around 450,000 HP, so pretty decent considering we're under a double 150% lead. And once we start getting our units built up, we are going to be able to defend well. Obviously, Transform Broly doing what Transform Broly does and getting additional super attacks. That's what we want to see. Nice crit as well on that second one. That's a lot of damage. Crit for the Vegeta. If only that had been a super attack. He's obviously a very good defensive unit. Once he gets up to blue, he'll just be taking double digits from basically everything apart from super attacks. And then Buhan. Buhan not the best. Additional with a crit. He's trying. So Bootanks is actually the better transformation for this particular team build, because a lot of units on this team have over in a flash. So him coming in that third slot and being able to give that extra 3 key is actually really nice. So let's put Goku Black in the front. Gotta get him the super attack. And I guess the rest of the rotation is pretty irrelevant, since he will finish things off here. Because yeah, we want to get to the point where once we can actually transform him to Rose, we want to get his defense up above 100k as soon as possible. Because once we start getting above that sort of limit, that's where we can start taking next to no damage from normal attacks. So we finally have Goku and Vegeta on the same rotation together. Although actually timing wise this worked out perfectly, because obviously Vegeta goes to Super Vegeta when Goku goes to 2. Goku goes to 3 when Vegeta goes to 2. So now next turn they will both go to God at the same time, which is pretty good. Unfortunately they don't share any key links other than Golden Warrior at the moment, but we did get enough key. Oh, look at that, see? The stars have aligned and we can get super attacks with everyone. So everyone on this rotation should tank well enough that we... Actually, how many turns has it been? Well, Gogeta's transformed. Yeah, so Rose should transform next turn. Unless Broly gets super attacked and we fall below the health restriction for Rose, we should transform next turn. So then we've got Rose, Goku Black and Blue Gogeta as a rotation together. It's not the best rotation. They don't have a ton of like attack links together or anything. They do have Super Saiyan. They obviously have Fierce Battle. They do have Prepared for Battle for 2 key. But that's all. Rose obviously gives himself 3 key because of his passive once he transforms. So we should be able to work it. Yeah, there we go. This is probably the animation I see the least in the game. So very cool to actually be able to do this. So what did we actually get to in terms of our defense? Yeah, so he's almost at 100k. So he's gonna get to 100 right here. Can we get a super with Gogeta? I'm not sure if we'll even need one, but might as well go ahead. And then of course, because of Rose's passive, that's going to make it easier for Buhan to super, so that's really good. Unfortunately, if that was him in the Bootanks form, would have made it a little bit easier for Gogeta to super attack, because that's the exact example I was talking about of them having over in a flash. But oh well, we finally get to see this awesome super attack animation. Ooh, decent damage off that crit as well, so that takes care of Piccolo and should put us to well over 100k. And now our Saiyan boys here gonna both go Super Saiyan God. What a rotation that is. So, oh, not liking this key though. Let me guess, that's because of the over in a flash. Yeah, so whoever's in the middle gets the super attack. Who has the most defense? Yeah, okay, I'm not surprised it's Vegeta. Transforming Vegeta definitely better than Goku, I think, overall. Makes sense because he came out afterwards, so I feel like they had that opportunity to fix what they did with the Goku and Frieza by the time Vegeta came out. So of course he's going to get supered, but I guess that's fair because, well, he has the higher defense, but Goku has damage reduction. So it's actually kind of interesting now that I think about it. Vegeta's defense might be higher, but considering it was a super attack, Goku might have actually taken less damage because he does have damage reduction. But anyway, we are on the cusp of a Dokkan mode, so we are going to be getting that this turn. Who should we give that to? We'll definitely do more damage with Gogeta, that's for sure. And considering their defense isn't that far apart at the moment, oh, except of course we can't get a super attack with him. Well, I guess we're getting it with Rose then. And then we'll give those to you. And we'll give all of those to Broly. So, oh, well, there you go. See, Goku Black's defense is already at sort of where we want it, where we're taking double digits from normal attacks, super fast Dokkan mode. So, of course, the emulator not able to keep up. So, we're not going to do a lot of damage, which isn't great in terms of healing us. Although, I know the Gohans at the very end can hit pretty hard. And the Goku before him can be kind of annoying because he can dodge. So this may not be a no items run. I'm not really sort of like intending it to be. If we can do it with no items, then awesome. But if I have to use one getting closer to the end, I will. Because I know that once we get to those later stages, Super Buu especially is not going to be able to take hits very well. So I will use an item if the situation arises. So getting close to taking out Vegeta here. Additional super attack from Broly. Could finish him if it's a crit. But let's see. Hey, look at that. 1.34 on the crit. Takes him out. And where were we? Super Vegeta. So Super Trunks next. Oh, Trunks. You're about to have a bad time. Why couldn't this have been the Dokkan attack? We were just that little bit too late. But so our boys are at Super Saiyan Blue. We're going to get our Vegetas one time only. Transform the entire field to physical orbs. So obviously we're going to put him in the front slot. Give him all of those. Wonder what that puts his... What's his defense at for this turn? Yeah, over 100,000. Perfect. And then Super Buu taking a couple of hits at the back, but fortunately they are with us having type advantage, so that's all good. 3.8 on the Vegeta. Very nice. Mine is 79%, so yeah, him at Rainbow would be an absolute beast. 2.9 mil. And then Goku. And Goku gets a guaranteed crit the first turn that he transforms into blue as well. So nice bit of damage from him. And then we got Buhan for the Ghost Kamikaze. That's a lot of damage we just did to Trunks in that one turn. Yeah, he's very close to being dead. So of course he's in a super, but we do have type advantage. Yeah, 50k, get out of here. So look at that. Good stuff. So I feel like Gogeta could potentially finish him off. So I do want Rose to go first. I want those super attacks with Rose wherever possible. Just because, yeah, 3,000, that's not bad. After this super attack, we are potentially looking at double digits, even from the type disadvantage. So that's really good. Especially considering, I think after Trunks, none of the rest of the fights are type disadvantage. So, yeah, Rose now very comfortably at the point where he's going to tank normal attacks for double digits for us. So that is absolutely perfect. Obviously, Gogeta... he can tank okay, but obviously his biggest sort of draw for defense is the fact that he has a 50% chance to dodge when transformed. So he's going to do quite nicely for us. I'm a little bit surprised. I should have really checked. I just assumed that these two would link really well together when they're both at Super Saiyan Blue. But what links do they actually share? So they have like Warrior Gods, Fierce Battle, but I think, does Goku have, let's see, Goku has Shocking Speed and Over in a Flash, which obviously good links to have, but Vegeta has Prepared for Battle. So yeah, unfortunately they don't actually link up all that well, which is kind of disappointing. I'm going to put Goku in the first slot because he'll take the least damage. And then we'll let you get a super attack. And Broly is, of course, just a key generating machine. So we never need to worry about him super attacking. We do need to worry about Goku dodging, but there you go. That was good, because, yeah, that would have been like triple that damage if that was to Vegeta. So, yeah, putting Goku in the front slot, even though we didn't get a super attack, definitely was the right choice. And Vegeta able to connect. Yeah, see, Vegeta, 25k. He's been taking double digits from pretty much everyone up until this point. So, and Broly with the crit as well. It's a nice bit of damage output from the boys right here. Additional super as well. Perfect. So, no crit that time though, unfortunately. You could see the huge difference in damage. Right, so our boy Rose, 150,000 defense now, and he's going to get to super attack again. So, super attack for you. And let's, in fact, we want to make sure we're getting, I want to try and start keeping as many physical orbs together as we can, because transforming Vegeta, damn you, transforming Vegeta is a nuking style unit, so we do want to get as many orbs for him as we can when we can. So, Goku, no, stop. Additional super, there you go. That 20 additional serving its purpose for Gogeta, because now that he's in blue, guaranteed crits every time. We want to see those additional super attacks, and there's that 50% chance to dodge as well. So yeah, blue Gogeta still an absolute monster, and nice to have him around for longer than a couple of turns. So he is putting in work. Even Super Buu actually not taking a huge amount of damage, which is kind of surprising, but okay, so they have over in a flash. So yeah, let's do that. Give you those. Although, of course, unfortunately, still no super attack for Goku if we do it this way. But at least he's not dodging. So yeah, Super Buu, a little bit of a liability as we get into these later stages now. He is going to be taking a good, like, 50k from normals. Yeah, Goku, just 9 damage, wow. From those 2 attacks, he took 100 damage. And, of course, Buu-Tank's unable to seal. We got a crit. Yeah, 48k. Oof. But we know our boy Rose is able to tank very well already, so we're going to do this just because if nothing else it gets him another super attack, because Goku hasn't dodged, so we should take him out here. I can never get enough of this super attack. I see it so rarely, but it's just so damn cool. Look at that final pose as well. That's awesome. So finally we take out Goku. Now we're on to Gohan himself. And this is the perfect rotation to do this. Not perfect for our units, of course, because not looking great for super attacks for anyone except for Super Buu. Yeah, see, that's only 5. I might as well leave those there for... Actually, no, let's get him. Just because of Vegeta's nuking style passive, he'll tank a little bit better the more orbs I pick up. So I guess we will grab those now. But yeah, I'm actually genuinely quite shocked. I mean, obviously I should have gone ahead and checked beforehand, but considering that the transforming Vegeta was obviously made to be very similar to Goku and Frieza, but they obviously corrected some mistakes. Like, they made each of his forms have a decent super attack, not just like a copy and paste one like some of the Goku ones. He obviously has that huge impactful turn once he transforms to blue. I'm just genuinely surprised to find that they don't link well at all, because you'd think they would, but there you go. We learned something here today. Those two units do not link well together, despite the fact you really would think they would. So we're on full health, so I don't have to worry too much about Super Buu at the back there, even though he is going to cost us a good 100k health. Gogeta, oh, no dodge, but he still took less than Super Boo is going to take from the normal attacks at the end of the rotation. So I guess I'll let him off. And yep, here come the crits. Additional super. I don't think the Gohans can dodge, so we don't have to put up with any of those shenanigans like we did from Goku. So that just means pure damage output from our boy Gogeta. And he gets the dodge. Goku Black probably capped out at this point at 1.5 mil on his attack. But that's not bad considering mine only has the one dupe. Not dealing the biggest amount of damage, but it's just nice to actually see him in his Rose form. And he is going to be able to tank nicely. At the final stage, Gohan is int. So, I mean, it's just like in this situation, it just makes sense to put Gogeta in front of the attacks because he has the dodge chance and then he has type advantage should things go not to plan. So, this is a good rotation for Vegeta though, because no super attack for Goku, but a ton of orbs for Vegeta. So we're still at a reasonable amount of health. Even if Gohan decides to super attack Vegeta this turn, which would hurt us quite a bit, we will survive. Additional from Goku, but no super. He's tanking very nicely. And then 2.5. See, at least Vegeta shares prodigies with the Broly as well. So, a little bit of extra attack. Although, unfortunately, not getting a crit doesn't help us out very much. Hopefully, Broly can go ham here. Broly I have 2 dupes for. I think he's like the only one of the main Dokkan Fest exclusives on Cell's banner that I didn't pull any extra copies of. Aside from obviously not pulling the Cell at all. But I wasn't too worried about that because I don't think that they'll change the banners. But Broly and Gogeta are on the Zamasu and Trunks banner that we should be getting sometime within the next couple of months. Be interesting to see if they do change that, because obviously I was gonna go quite hard to get Trunks, because I feel like as much as I love my extreme teams, and you guys know, obviously I do want the Zamasu, but I definitely feel like when it comes to not just the team building, but like how useful they are in some of the harder events, Trunks is definitely the better unit out of the two. But now, of course, I now have another unit in the Gogeta Rainbow who is going to be on his banner. So I guarantee, knowing my luck, I will see that Gogeta at least once or twice before I manage to pull Trunks. So, okay, so now Vegeta's the man with the type advantage. Oh, we've got another Dokkan attack. I didn't realise we were about to get that. Damn, should have put Vegeta in the front, especially because Goku and Bootanks would have over in a flash together. But that's alright, we're on full health. We got a Dokkan attack. That pretty much is going to mitigate any damage we take this turn, because neither of the units... Oh wow, that's a lot slower than I thought. Neither of the units on rotation that are getting hit are going to take that much damage. So the Dokkan mode pretty much ensures that we'll be on full health by the start of next turn. So, but yeah, this event is kind of like the Legendary Goku event in more than just the obvious, like the fact that it's a super long event where your transformations and your buffs and stuff carry over. But one of the things that I find is definitely very similar is the fact that the final couple of stages it takes almost as long as the entire time it takes to get to those stages. Like when you get to STR UI Goku and then the in MUI Goku, those two stages together will probably take as long as it took to get to that point. So let's go ahead and do this. Maybe not. Oh, it's going to be difficult to super with Gogeta either way, so I guess we'll just do this, and I guess we'll have to hope that Gogeta's 20 additional can come in. What's Rose up to now? Yeah, see, Rose now up to over 200,000 defense. So he should actually probably tank a super attack reasonably well as well, to be fair. Didn't get that additional super with Gogeta though, unfortunately. And Rose, we know, kind of reached his peak for damage. At least we got a crit though. But yeah, we're getting double digits on those normal attacks. If he wants to save the super for Broly, I'm perfectly okay with that, because Broly's defense might not be as high, but we do have type advantage, so we don't need to worry about a surprise like 150k out of nowhere. Not that it's going to matter too much, because we have a ton of HP left. Additional supers from Broly are definitely welcome at this point, considering we have type advantage over this final phase. We are obviously in the home stretch at this point, so the more crit supers you can throw out Broly, the better we will be. So, oh, they have shocking speed as well. So yeah, look at this though. These rotations really not working out too well for our blue boys over here, but we're still on full health, so we don't need to use an item. I'm a little bit wary of Buhan in that final slot, but even if he gets super attacked, we're not going to get one shot when we are basically on full HP. So if we need to, we've got an item for the next turn. But let's see, because that's the thing, is Super Boo does lower attack with, I think, most of his supers. I'm not sure if the Boo Tanks one does, but very early into the event we lost the ability to lower attack. So I think Buhan must have better defense though than everybody else, because he's all good there. So at least this time we're going to get a super attack for our boy Gogeta. So we'll do this for you, this for you. So if Gogeta gets an additional super, this could be the last turn. Rose obviously out here just taking no damage whatsoever. It would definitely be interesting to see, like, you could obviously stall it out, but units that have very good infinite stacks of attack or defense, or any unit especially that has both, you will be able to get them to some ridiculously high numbers by the end of this event. So additional normal. Yeah, so Boo-Tank's not going to do a huge amount of damage here. I don't think he hasn't supered this turn, has he? So 74,000. Okay, that's a bit more than I'd expected, but man, you know what? I'm just going to do this. You've had your time of ruining our rotations, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, with your not being able to link well with Vegeta. So between our two boys here with their type advantage, this should be all she wrote for Gohan. In fact, Broly should be able to finish the job here, probably without even the additional super attack. So, oh, so close. He's got no health. Well, there you go. We didn't even need the additional super. Just a nice little additional normal, just to finish off Gohan. So there you go. Not the quickest run, but we did do it with no items. We are down a little bit low on the old HP side, but I don't think we were ever in too much danger. It's nice to see not just the actual in Rose, but actually getting up to over 200,000 defense. So definitely not bad. Definitely fun to do and actually see all of those transformations, which was just the point of the video, really. So yeah, can't wait for the Legendary Goku event and doing more crazy stuff like this. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. You can follow me on Twitch or join my Discord. Those links are in the description below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.